Tracy T is an entrepreneur, a comedian, and above all else, a mom. She spends most mornings getting her daughter ready for school, dropping her off, making meals, taking a microdose of psilocybin, doing household chores, working. Did you catch that? Let's rewind here. Yep. Every few days, Tracy takes a small microdose of magic mushrooms and goes about her day.
I'm not high. Nobody is high. That is not what microdosing is about.
Magic mushrooms, or psilocybin rituals, go back thousands of years. But now, a number of states in the U.S. are starting to decriminalize psilocybin as the ubiquity of microdosing spreads across the country. But what exactly is microdosing? And how does it differ from this?
I'm starting to feel weird.
I'm freaking out, man.
Harvard Health says it can be defined as approximately 1/5 to 1/20th of a recreational dose, or about 0.3 grams.
Generally speaking, for most people, keeps it subperceptual so that you're never feeling the hallucinogenic or any sort of effects, like full body effects of, like, quote unquote, being high.
Tracy started microdosing during the pandemic, when she says her comedy business crumbled and her anxiety was at an all-time high.
I was 45 years old at the time, never ever did drugs. So no one was more surprised than me to be interested in psilocybin. When I started microdosing, my life just kind of went like this. I just sort of felt compelled to share this medicine with mothers.
That's when Tracy began Moms on Mushrooms, or MOM for short. She offers several microdosing courses to interested moms and has helped establish a large online community to connect people all across the country.
What do you think it says about our culture that this is something that moms are seeking out?
We are stressed out. We are overwhelmed. We are disconnected.
Mothers were hit especially hard by the pandemic. A recent study of over 11,000 moms found that roughly 73% experienced major disruptions and high levels of stress because of the pandemic. Many of them working moms.
I was tired and I was burned out and I was grumpy.
To manage her stress, Brittany Wilson first tried a mood stabilizer, which she says helped, but it also says it eliminated her day-to-day joys. That's when she turned to microdosing.
And you've been microdosing now for a year.
Yes.
What benefits have you experienced?
By using psilocybin on a consistent basis at a very low level, it has given me a foundation from which I can manage those stresses in a way that I wasn't able to before. And it's almost a feeling of grounding.
But even though a lot of people say microdosing has benefited them, Dr. Matt Johnson says the science can't back it up just yet.
Just because the studies haven't proven that microdosing can help with these disorders doesn't mean that that's not true. My best guess is that some people are reporting very real effects and in terms of it helping them in different ways. But I think for other people and maybe in other ways, it's largely placebo.
Through her own experience with psilocybin, Tracy believes it can be an alternative to some traditional medications.
I think SSRIs are amazing, groundbreaking medicine. I don't necessarily think that they're for everyone either. I see this as a generation saying goodbye to mommy's little helper. I see this as a generation stepping into her power and her own autonomy and sovereignty as a whole woman, as a whole person, and saying, I'm happy to be here.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.